Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now let us try to understand how Krishna is such a perfect teacher. How peacefully he is instructing Arjuna and making him, make his decision. He is not pushing decision on Arjuna. Different ways. If suppose there is a very crucial thing to happen, very important thing has to happen, and somebody at that moment itself says, I am not interested, you will be really irritated. Why Arjuna had to cry here in the battle? He could have told before. Right now, when he has been selected as the commander of the army, he is the chief man on the side of the Pandavas, battle has been declared, he is in the front standing. I am not interested in this war. Correct? I want to go from here. What did Krishna do? Krishna doesn't get angry. He smiles. And then, very gradually, Krishna instructs him. One by one, Krishna gives him so many reasons why he should fight the war in a very pleasant way. And every time, he is not, you can see, he is not at all angry at Arjuna. Every time he is encouraging him. Correct? Very. And he is using the word Kunti, he is using the word Bharata, giving him all the due honor and affection. Bhakta Vasine, you are so dear to me, you are so like that. And then he is leaving for Arjuna to make a decision. Yes, what he should do. Okay? See how nicely it is organized. So nicely. In the beginning, Krishna tells Arjuna, see, if you run away from the battlefield and you think you are going to imitate the work of a Brahmana, that is not correct. Brahmana does not lift weapon. If somebody insults him, Brahmana forgives him. That is the nature of Brahmana. But Arjuna is playing in the society role of a Kshatriya. That's what Krishna is telling in the shloka. Any endeavor, there is going to be some fault. You are a Kshatriya, you have to kill sometimes, you have to punish people. You are a businessman, you have to sometimes tell people, I am giving you for a loss, otherwise you cannot sell. You go to purchase something from a shopkeeper, you tell him what is the cost of this mic. He said, I am selling you for a loss actually. I purchased for 3,000, I am giving you for this one. And you come home very happy, and then you check on the internet, he cheated me. You come to know about it. So that is how like that. Otherwise businessman cannot survive. If he tells you, I got for 2,000, you give me now for 2,000 only. Why you are taking profit? People will not leave him. So he has to hide his profit. Similarly, Shudra has to sometimes obey a crazy master. What can he do? A master is crazy, still he has to obey. So these are the faults of the profession, and just because some fault is there, that's the nature of the material world. Why you came here? Material world is full of faults. Prabhupada says material world is not a place for a gentleman. It is a place full of faults. But the spiritual world is all good. No faults there. But we are not ourselves ready, because we look at fault in this world, but we are full of billions of faults. So we are not ready. Therefore, we have to prepare ourselves to go back to Krishna Loka. So the first argument that Krishna gives is that Arjuna is that, yes, you don't try to imitate a Brahmana, and the same thing is now coming back here. He began actually in the Gita this argument, one of the arguments. Many arguments Krishna gives. Krishna gives the argument, we are not body, we are spirit, soul. So in the discharge of your duty, when some people are so-called dying here, actually they are not dying, because soul is eternal. Krishna gives them an argument that even if you run away from the battlefield, Karna and Duryodhana will laugh. such a darbok is a bhagya. They will think like that. When Arjuna hears that, he will not be able to bear that laughter because of Kshatriya. His blood will boil, and in the humiliation, he may have to commit suicide. Instead of that, you die here. That will be glorious. Now, is it glorious? In a humiliation, if you commit suicide, it is not glorious. It will be very. Because they will laugh. Again, they will not say he was so chivalrous, he was so great, Arjuna, that will not happen. Two. Then, what are the other reasons Krishna gives? Krishna gives a reason that he is the Supreme Lord and we are his servants. So we should not do too much calculation. Lord has already calculated. Arjuna's worry was that if this war goes on, who will take care of the citizens? What will happen to them? Krishna is already taken care. All the people who died on the battle, they went back to Vaikuntha. Bhishma certifies them. All Krishna, because they saw seeing Krishna, they died seeing Krishna. Not even Sayuji Mukti, they got Vaikuntha. And those people who lived, Yudhishthira Maharaj created Vaikuntha for them on earth. So everybody is blessed. In Vaikuntha there is no problem. So imagine what the whole auspicious thing was coming. So similarly, all we have to do, just like when you're working in the army, you just have to follow the order of the commander. You cannot argue. He says jump means jump. Shoot means shoot. Your life may go. Argument does not think. They are trained like that. They don't think. Correct? Fire means fire. It doesn't say, no sir, I think we should know. Fire means fire. There is no time. The war cannot be fought otherwise. Shoot means shoot. Throw bomb means throw bomb. That's why in the army they fight. Correct? Because why the order is coming from a superior authority. Now in this world, superior authority may make mistake. They may be wrong also sometimes. But Krishna is never wrong. If Krishna gives an order, he can think of all your million considerations in 1 second. Don't have to bother. Not that Krishna is thinking now. No. He has already thought and he has told. So there is no need. We are sometimes very worried. My case is very special. For me, Krishna has to come and give special instruction. If it is, you are so special. If you are sincere, try to follow what is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Acharya has guided. In case you are something very special. Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna says. He says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadana buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayante. I give the guidance from within the heart. Proper rights in the purport there. Somebody has a bona fide spiritual master and he is not intelligent to take guidance from him. Actually we have spiritual master means we should inquire. But if you are not taking the benefit of that, Krishna sitting in the heart, Jnana Deepena Bhashvata. He writes in the purport there, Krishna sitting in the heart will give the idea. This is correct. So Lord is always with us. There is nothing a worry in that. Just like Arjuna is being guided. Similarly, we are also in the battlefield only. As we are discussing, Maya has already declared a battle. The moment you are born, Maya with the weapons has started attacking you. And the attack is going in the body because this body it is destroying. Maya is destroying this body because Maya has two features. Gross also is Maya's feature only. Subtle also is Maya's feature only. Subtle attacks the mind, gross attacks the body. Correct? Becoming old, you become diseased and you die. This attack is going on the body. So many diseases, old age, there are sufferings. All the material existence. This is one feature of Maya. Already war has started. Can you live peacefully in this world? Some mosquito will come and bite you. There is an attack going on actually. And another attack is in the mind, which we as spiritualists try to save ourselves from. Bodily we just tolerate the inconvenience. But mental attack, if you remain sattvic, you can easily tolerate. Bodily also, when you come to sattva, your diseases also reduce. You don't get involved in unnecessary problems in this world. So war is already declared. Just like Arjuna was fighting, now if we try to symbolize, Arjuna was fighting the Mahabharata war, not that you have to now fight the Mahabharata war, but something like that has already started. Maya attack has already started on you. At this point now, you have to take care. You cannot say, just like most of the people say, I will not fight with Maya, like Arjuna was saying now. I will not fight with Maya. You will not fight with Maya. Going crush you. Krishna told, they have no sympathy on you. Duryodhana and Kanda have no sympathy on you. Oh, Arjuna is not there, he'll kill you. And Arjuna is so foolish in the beginning of Gita, what is he saying? Even if they come with arms to attack me, I will not lift my weapon. That is how we are there today. In human form of body, we can. Jnana deepena bhashvata. There is one more quotation where Prabhupada says, what is the shloka? The sword of knowledge we should cut the illusion. Huh? What is the word? Sword of knowledge? Then yad anadhyasita, yad anadhyasita, like that. Karma granthi nibandhana. So we have to cut all this attachment in this world. So you have to lift the sword of knowledge. Arjuna had weapons, different weapons. You have these Bhagavad Gita as a weapon. You have to fire. Constantly Maya is attacking. Like Karna was throwing weapon, Dronacharya was throwing weapon, Bhishma was throwing weapon, Arjuna was countering. Correct or not? So like that you have to counter. And where are the weapons? You are getting weapons of knowledge. And Maya is throwing weapons of ignorance. You have to cut. You have to alert. Any moment, Maya can trap you. Any moment, if you are not alert. One crazy idea, many millions of lives will be spoiled. In a battlefield, somebody comes and cuts your head, one life you lose. That's all. But in this Maya's battle, if you allow Maya to conquer you, Maya will take you down, not for this life, we don't know how many lives. Prabhupada says therefore, many times we say, for little sense gratification, how much risk we are taking, we don't know. One wrong idea, one foolish desire, or ignorance, millions of lives are gone. Because the moment you lose human life, you're not going to get it for millions of births. And you may have lose it for one crazy idea. How dangerous it is, we do not know. Correct? So they are just like, I'm just trying to continue the symbolism. Just like Karna, Duryodhana, everybody was throwing weapons on Arjuna. Maya is also throwing weapons of ignorance. And Krishna is giving weapons of knowledge to cut. You can cut. Arjuna was constantly following. Krishna said, do this. Do this. And he was saying, correct, he came out. So we can also come out victorious in this battle. War is already declared. Just like conches are already blown. There is no question of now withdrawing from the war. No. Moment you have taken a birth in this world, war is there. Maya is coming and attacking every moment. With ignorance, with the difficulties to the body also. Constant. Prabhupada says, this body is a temple of suffering. It's a temple of diseases. Constantly, one by one, suffering this body gives us. Actually, source of all suffering is this body. We think in foolishness, this body is the source of happiness. That is what the movie they try to teach us. Try to see where they cheat us. They try to cheat us that with this body you can become happy. Correct? Body is the source of pleasure. My body or others' body is a source of pleasure. No, sir. We should be completely pessimistic to this idea. Body is a source of suffering. Body is not a source of pleasure. But we are living in a hallucination. When you look at this body, look is so much bright. This is a source of pleasure. I am so handsome. We should look at the body with so much sad face. My God, I got this body. Only which is going to give me suffering. Okay? Suppose somebody gives you something and you take it as a gift. Thanks, so very nice. But actually he has given you a source of suffering. He has not given source of pleasure. It is possible, no? Possible or not? Somebody gives you some gift which is actually not going to make you happy. It is going to make you miserable. So taking a material body is a terrible bad bargain. Krishna was ready to give us a spiritual body, which is a real gift, and Krishna can give us that. Correct? But no, we said, Krishna, I don't want that gift. Give me material body. So Krishna said, okay, which one you want? 84 lakh varieties are there. Spiritual body you have one. According to your relationship to Krishna, you have one spiritual body. You're a friend of Krishna in a particular mood, you have one body. Not 84 lakh variety. One. There is a variety in the spiritual world. You're not saying there is no variety. There is variety. But you have a constitution position. In one position, you are a servant of Krishna. Either as a friend, or either as a servant, or as a lover, or as a father, or as a mother. You have some relationship to Krishna. Prabhupada said two things you have forgotten. We have forgotten Krishna. Number two, we have forgotten our relationship also to Krishna. How much ignorance we have. That is called Sarupa. What is my original relationship to Krishna? We have forgotten. And we have forgotten Krishna also. Actually, we are in deep ignorance today. So, Krishna is ready to offer us spiritual body which will make you happy. A gift. Suppose a friend is giving you a gift. He says, you can take this gift, it will make you very happy. And you can take this gift, which will give you only misery every day. Which one you will take? You will take the better gift. But we are so foolish. We force Krishna. Sometimes people may say, well, this world is full of suffering. Dukkhala vashashatam. Why did Krishna send us here? Krishna did not send you here. You force Krishna to send you here. No father will send. Krishna will never send. No, Krishna, I want to go. Arey, don't go there. It is not good. Just like Krishna is advising Arjuna. Krishna is not going to leave you. No, I want. Okay? It's your choice. Krishna is always present. Krishna will not interfere with the independence, like Arjuna is independent. Krishna is not interfering. Krishna gives one more argument to Arjuna. Even if you are an idiot, you are an atheist, and you feel you are not body, you are Jadavastu. You don't have any knowledge of the soul, suppose. You are such a fool, suppose. Even if you are like that, still, go and kill them. Suppose you don't have idea of soul, then what we are? We are just a bag of chemical. Now when they cut vegetables in the kitchen when you are cooking, anybody cries? We don't cry. We know it's a dead piece of vegetable we can cut. Correct or not? So similarly, if you think there is no soul, then kill. Then what is the hesitation in killing? Now construction goes on, they cut so much steel, they cut so much wood. Anybody cries? Okay? You're cutting butter in the morning, anybody cries? So if you have no idea of soul, then kill. Then why cry for it? Every angle Krishna gave Arjuna. He is not speaking illusion. He encouraged Arjuna with knowledge. He gave knowledge to Arjuna. And then he is now going to say after a few shlokas, Arjuna, what is your decision? Yatechasi tatha kuru. And what does Arjuna say? Karishye vachanam tava. Krishna will follow. So we see Krishna is a perfect teacher. When a student spoke something foolishly, Krishna just smiled and very affectionately guided him half an hour. And after that, Krishna said, decide. Are your doubts over? You have any more questions? If you want, I will repeat the whole Gita again. You are fine with it? Yes, Krishna. Nashta moham smritim labdva. By your mercy, Krishna, my all illusion is over now, and my memory is back. Karishye vachanam. I am going to follow you. So this is, we have to learn from teacher, Krishna, how to be a teacher. You see, throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna does not hit Arjuna at all. He tells you the truth, bare fact, tells you the truth, but very affectionately. And it asks Arjuna, now you decide, Arjuna, what you want to do. There is an ideal perfect teacher that we can see. So coming back to the shloka here, so Krishna is saying, just like a fire is there. Now when you have fire, today the people have gas, petrol, this is not last actually, it is all artificial. This is also given by Krishna only, but it is not a sustainable way. If it is a sustainable way, it will be mentioned in the Vedic literature. Actually we are wasting our time. And it will not last. How much years more? 50 years more? Over now. Closed. You will have nothing. No gas, no petrol, nothing. Even if it is available like 100, it will be 500 rupees per liter. You cannot purchase also. Then you will come back to this only, wood, which is a sustainable. Actually, you ask a cook, when they cook in the wood, food is very tasty. I have asked many cooks who have cooked in the wood. They say no. Some flavor goes. It's not designed. You see, when you do things the way nature is designed for, there are so many things done in it. The things are included. So nature has designed some things in a particular way. This is a small thing. Main thing is knowledge, but I'm saying everything in Krishna is designed perfect. Once Prabhupada was going in a garden, so he was asking one disciple, what is this, fruit or flower? Prabhupada, this is this fruit. Garden, there are so many small plants, you cannot make out what it is. You have to be an expert botanist to tell this is which, this is mango, this is banana. Correct? In the beginning it is very small. So Prabhupada was seeing the whole garden of the temple and asking. Then once the Prabhupada looked at the weed. The weed is there, the plant. He asked, what is this? Prabhupada, this is useless. Prabhupada looked at him. You are useless. Nothing in Krishna's kingdom is useless. There is nothing redundant in Krishna's kingdom. Everything in Krishna's kingdom has a utility. Okay? So therefore, it is like that. Everything is wonderful actually in Krishna's kingdom. So the fire is there. So actually when you cook with wood on the fire, that is the best way to go. One day they will understand. Take it. Now they have gone cyclic way. They will understand. Anyway, it's not sustainable. You can do Ukakarma, not for long. Or sometime you can do Natak. 50, 100 years you are doing, another 50 years it will be over. Natak will be over. Then you will come back to wood. So when you light with wood, as far as I remember, when I was a small child, I have seen they cook with wood. And they cook with wood, a lot of smoke comes. And particularly in the colder days when you put wood, but still, you use fire or not, even though smoke comes. Fire is very useful. In fact, fire is considered very pure. That's why God is invoked in fire. Fire is called a purifier. True or not? We offer ghee lamp to the Lord. It's pure. We are offering to the Lord something which is pure. Correct? Agni is considered very pure. But still, with fire, all the smoke is there. That smoke does not spoil the fire. It's part of it, we accept it. Similarly, any occupation you do in this world, there are some faults. Just like Arjuna wants to do the duty of a Kshatriya, there is a fault here. He has to kill some of his relatives. What can be done? That's part of it. You have to accept it. You are a businessman, you have to sometimes tell lies. You are a Kshatriya, sometimes you have to also tell lies. In a diplomacy means lies. So these things are all adjusted within a profession. So it's just that you say, I am not a Kshatriya, I will become a Brahmana now, there are fault. There are also faults to me. So any profession has fault. We should not abandon a profession just because it has faults. Rather, we should see that when I choose a profession, I choose it according to my nature. Then there is a job satisfaction. Something everybody has to do for his living. Okay? Even a tiger cannot say, I will sleep, he'll get his food. He also has to run for food. But you should see that the job is according to our qualities. Then there is complete job satisfaction. But today, most of the people do only job, Shudra job. Even for that, they have no qualities. All people are doing is employment. Employment means Shudra job, immediately a Shudra job. Even for a Shudra job, they don't have any quality. Therefore, they have no job satisfaction even when they work as a Shudra. Therefore, why to the weekend they keep drinking? Because they don't have even Shudra qualities, what we were discussing yesterday. So true, we should train ourselves for whatever profession we do, not only technique. Most of the engineering colleges or any college, they teach you only the technical part. They don't teach the other part, ethical part. And then what happens? Person works hard. Finally, aim is to get good money. And what do you do with money? Woman and sense gratification. Varieties of sense. Nothing more he can do. That's all. Whole life like a dog is getting wasted. Undercurrent is that only. They may say, I like to do this, I like to do that. But in a feverish condition, person cannot work properly. Correct? They may have But because the heart is not pure, even though they want to do some good to the world, they cannot do. Correct or not? If you ask any person, what do you like to do when you get a job, he will always say some good things. But the point is, even now, even the student in the college, what good he does? He doesn't do any good. He is rather distracted with so many vices, even now. So when the money is going to get, vices will only increase. When you are putting ghee on fire, fire will increase. Vices will only increase. You will not be able to do any good. Prabhupada used to say, you cannot be good unless you come to the mode of goodness. We can do good to the world only when we are good. Prabhupada says, you should know first what is good before doing good. They don't even know people what is good. What good you will do? You should know what is good, no? Then you can do good to the society. Suppose somebody is a jaundice patient and you give him a nice paratha, they will die. You should know what is good first. Then you can do good. That is one fault. Second point is that they have no heart to do good because they are infected. An infected man, suppose I am having a cold infection, I keep sneezing. My original nature is lost. So even if I want to do good, my vices, my addiction to vices will not allow that. This is the problem in the society. Simply people keep speaking. They don't look at the reality. I have fever. First, let my temperature be normal. Then I can do things nicely in this world. Instead of reducing the temperature of fever of sense gratification, the society is increasing the fever of sense gratification. Even in the media, so pathetic it is. Very, very low class people with no knowledge are guiding the society in the media. More liberalization, more rules and regulations should be broken. Allow what is wrong. In Bombay recently, what happened? A lot of people were taking drugs and dancing. We don't know to describe, very low class. These are like some cricket stars are there in it, film star children are there, all were arrested by police. Some police went and arrested. Out of that, 97% people are tested positive for drugs. Just imagine, they took a test, each and every person. 97% for all, they found drugs there, but how do you prove they have taken or not? They took a blood test of everybody. 97% have tested positive for drugs. And the media they are discussing. What is wrong? Along. Just imagine. Such low class people have courage to put their words as a guidance to the society. How can you guide? So there are people playing the role of Brahmana in the society. Those who is giving India is this character. First, who has given you authority to guide society first? You first heal yourself first. Everybody likes to say. That is what Krishna is saying here. You do profession according to your quality. If you feel these things are fine, you are not even a Shudra. Take a broom and clean the drainage. That's all you should be allowed for. If he cannot, correct? But he has, instead of taking his profession for which his qualities are fitting. See, there are two things. One is technical ability, one is quality. He may have a technical ability, he can write nice words in the newspaper, but his qualities are worse than a Shudra. So he should do his job of a Shudra. Who is telling him to speak and give article in the newspaper? Who told him? First he should see whether he is qualified. Samadama, tapa, saucham, shanti marjam evacha. These are the 9 qualities you should have before you can take a position to guide the society. You are not having. In a society, somebody is playing the role of a Brahmana, somebody is playing the role of a Kshatriya, but they are unqualified for that. Therefore, society is disturbed. Okay, so in so many ways we can understand. Actually, there is a beautiful segment going on Varnashrama, and Krishna has given so many inputs to Arjuna as a perfect teacher. Krishna is not unqualified. He is a Jagat Guru. He has taken the position of an Acharya, as the Acharya of all the Acharyas, and he has given guidance. And this guidance is so nice that all of us can try to understand. And whatever we understand, we can repeat to another person. Okay, so the whole world benefits from that. The whole mistake of the world is that Arjuna took guidance of Krishna. Many people talk about Gita in a very impersonal way. Gita is nothing. Gita is Krishna's guidance. That's all Gita is. Correct? All of us if you are honest, we are lost in this world. That is called anath. Correct? All of us are lost actually. So-called support systems are there. That is called in the Bhagavatam, Asat Sainyam Api. What is the shloka? Asat Sainyam Api. Anybody knows? Deha Patra Kalatra Adishu Atma Sainyeshu Asatsu Api. These soldiers are fallible soldiers. Sometimes we have some people say, we are with you, we are with you. And you come to the right moment, they run away. This is how our so-called soldiers are. Which actually we are all technically anath. Anath, you know, when some child is there on the road, he doesn't have parents, nobody take care of him. All of his sympathy, everybody feels poor, correct? He feels sad, and people go to help him. All of us are like that. Artificially we are feeling some support is there. There is no support actually. And therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays to Narasimha. Even if a boat is there in the ocean, it is not a guarantee. Is it a guarantee? One wave will come. You may feel it's a guarantee, but it's not a guarantee. It's a huge ocean. One wave like this, you are gone. Even the Titanic could not take care. Very dangerous. So similarly, a very good doctor we have. Is it a guarantee? It's not a guarantee. Best doctor, people die. Ambani died. How rich person he was? Father of these two fellow Ambanis. One of the richest person in the world. Doctors could not help him. Died. So many rich people are there. They can afford the best doctor. Will they not die? They also die. So many rich people you have heard in history. Why they did not live? They also died. So the doctor cannot help. Parents, they also cannot help. They will simply cry. What they can do? Nothing can be done. When death comes. So we think these things are protection. What does that say? Ye dhana yauvana putra parijana itike acha parati itike. Ye dhana, your money, your youth, putra, your children, sons, parijana relatives, nobody can protect. The fact is, they will all run away when the real danger will come in their life. So actually, we are anath. Anath means he has no protection. Correct? We also have no protection. Foolishly, we are thinking some protection is there. Actually, it's a wisdom. This requires wisdom. What is the wisdom we understand now? We have no protection. So Arjuna could understand that. He went to Krishna. He did not go to anything. He did not go to his son. Abhimanyu, you will protect me. Correct? He did not go to his wife. Will you protect me? He did not run away. He went to Krishna. Krishna, please protect me. So till we come to this condition of taking shelter of Krishna, he surrendered to Krishna. Krishna, please guide me. I am your Shishya now. Basically, taking surrender means one of the elements of surrender is complete protection. So unless we come under shelter of Krishna, we are anath. Completely anath, helpless. Therefore, a devotee, when he sees somebody not taking shelter of Krishna, he feels very compassionate. He is anath. Anath means with protection in him. Gado idhar ghum rahe. Any time one kick of Maya, he will throw. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Devi Esha Gurumai Mama Maya Durataya. Your Maya has already declared war on you, sir. You cannot fight. Like Arjuna, he could not have fought with those big generals. Only because Krishna was there, he was saved. Correct? Because Krishna was there, he could fight. The same way, you cannot fight with Maya. Equal symbolism. You cannot. One punch, you will be smashed. You have no capacity to fight with Maya. Only if you hold hand of Krishna, you can actually survive in this great battle. Like Parikshit Maharaj remembers, that big Timingala fish in the Mahabharata war, who could have swallowed many Arjunas, but he survived because of Krishna's grace. Same way, big Timingala fish of Maya is there. They can swallow us in one fraction of a second. They can swallow us. Correct? Not difficult. Maya can easily swallow us. Only if you hold to Krishna, you hold to Krishna's lotus feet, you will be saved. So we have to daily, this is very interesting. Please understand, it is not impersonal. Krishna is standing here. Correct? If you please him, If you take his shelter, Krishna, please protect me. He can. He is not a stone standing, person is standing. He can protect you. Fully he can protect you. Maya will not be able to touch you on the whole day if you take shelter of Krishna. As guided by the Acharya, not that whimsically. As guided by the Acharya. Acharya said, if you want to take shelter of Krishna, what you should do? Chant Hare Krishna. Take shelter of the Lord Krishna in the form of the holy name now. You take shelter there. My dear Nama Prabhu, holy name we say, Nama Prabhu. Please protect me. I am at your shelter. Take shelter there. And then we are protected. So Arjuna has taken shelter, and how nicely Krishna has taken it. Krishna is therefore such a wonderful master. In fact, we should be proud. We are such a great master. That pride is not wrong. Like we are reading in the morning in the Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj was proud as such a great grandfather. Yes, that pride is not wrong. If you say, I am a servant of such a great master, that pride you have, not wrong. When Shiva saw the Mohini Murti, he ran out of Mohini Murti. And after he ran out of Mohini Murti, he could somehow control himself after some time. And then he did not feel ashamed, actually. Because Shiva, in front of his wife, he ran away. His wife was sitting with him. Krishna has shown the Mohini Murti Rupa, you all know that, in the Samudra Mantana. And then Shiva came to know, Lord Shiva came to know. So he is a great devotee of the Lord. Morning we are reading every day how he is offering beautiful praise to Krishna. Morning today we are reading Krishna is so beautiful. He is explaining Krishna's glories. So after that is over, Mohini Murti, he runs and finally so Krishna gives him the jnana and he understands the he becomes frustrated. And after that, Lord Shiva says, my Lord is so great. He doesn't feel ashamed, he feels proud. I am a servant of such a great master. So when we read glories of Krishna, we should not feel envious. We feel more happy. Correct? Suppose you are working for Infosys and you come to know Infosys turnover this year is 50% increase. Infosys has become the biggest company in the world. How much proud you will feel. Correct? I didn't want to mention a name, but just giving an example. The same way, you come to know more and more glories of Krishna, more and more you feel happy. The Prabhupada says in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is so happy when he is hearing glories of Krishna more and more. That's the nature of a devotee. He is so happy when Krishna is himself explaining about himself. That is the heart of a devotee. Srila Prabhupada has that heart and he is guiding us. So in this way, Krishna is such a great master. Krishna will not force us. He gives guidance. It's for us to choose what we want to choose. Okay? So let us be intelligent like Arjuna to follow Krishna. That's all. We have to follow somebody. Somebody recently was quoting, this scientist says the universe can happen on its own. It looks stupid idea. Even by common sense and logic, it looks stupid. On its own, this temple came into being. Will anybody agree to such a crazy proposal? Correct? So many engineers are put to design this and put into play. And we are putting our energy to arrange it like a temple. Accidentally, it can organize itself like a temple. Only a madman will believe that actually. They say like that. But while he is speaking, some scientist is quoting because that scientist is saying. So you have to believe somebody. I believe Krishna. That's all. We have to take shelter somewhere. We take shelter of Srila Prabhupada as a devotee, as an acharya, whom Krishna has sent us from the spiritual world to guide us. We take a shelter. Very important. To have proper meditation on the acharya. Very, very important. And the principal thing in the spiritual life is Guru. Correct? We always find Prabhupada as an acharya. We meditate on Prabhupada as a pure devotee of Krishna guiding us. That is our surrender. Because we cannot surrender to Krishna directly. We have to look for a pure devotee to surrender. It's anybody's choice. Okay? We encourage people to take shelter here. Firm shelter. Firm shelter of a pure devotee. And then the spiritual life actually begins. Unless you take shelter of a guru, spiritual life will not start. But faith that this person is competent to guide me will only come when we are sincere. So, All I have to do is become very sincere and serious in spiritual life. Automatically, Krishna sitting in the heart will give faith. Go to this person. He will guide you nicely. Correct? Many times people say, how do I get a bona fide guru? First become a bona fide disciple, no sir. Just like you say, I want the best college for my post-graduation. First, you should be qualified. No? There are many good colleges out there. Big universities there in the world, they are ready to give 100% scholarship also, from India also. But provided you are qualified. Okay, so we should work on our own self actually and become very sincere and serious. Prabhupada says, you should go to the spiritual master only when you are convinced you want to solve the problem of material existence. You should be fully convinced. I am not going to spiritual master to repeat this point, but it is a very important point. Many times we come to spiritual life, we feel chanting and doing it, peace of mind I am getting. I am reading Shastra, it is so nice. Devotees are very nice. But you forget one thing. I didn't come for peace of mind here. I came to Krishna consciousness to solve the problem of material existence. Correct? Actually, it's a great wisdom. And many times it happens. It may happen to a temple devotee also, and it may particularly happen to congregation because he is living in a whole samsara of sense gratification. Correct? Little peace of mind, I'm very happy. He will never become serious. He'll never chant 16 rounds. He'll never become serious in spiritual life because he becomes complex. Let me get a peace of mind. It is very nice. He doesn't know spiritual life. Krishna consciousness is not for little peace of mind. Krishna consciousness is to go back to Krishna's kingdom in Vaikuntha and solve all the problems. Prabhupada says, one shot, all your problems are over if you go to the spiritual world. In this world, little adjustment to do, one problem is solved. Little adjustment to do, one problem is solved. Correct? We have one problem, another problem, we have 1,000 problems. But one solution is, go back to the spiritual world, all the problems are solved in one instant. Everything is solved. All problems are solved. Just like a child is there. He is roaming in the street. He can solve his one problem, another problem he can try to solve. Take the child to the home. All his problems are over. Correct? A simple idea. Similarly, you go back to the eternal home, to Krishna's lotus feet. All the problems of material existence will be solved. So all we need to become serious and take guidance from Krishna, like Arjuna is taking. Srila Prabhupada ki